for some NASCAR Thunder 04. Oh, can I actually back up from this menu? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Not with that button, anyway. There's my back button. There's my back button. I want to double check what my sponsor goals are. Just because I don't remember if we have a driver one now, because I know they changed. No, we still finish ahead of Stanley Smith. Okay, so I want to keep him as full-time so that he's in the field. And otherwise, we want to randomize the paints and apply to game. I know you guys can't see that. That's fine. And set up my pylon to have Stanley Smith and my dad both highlighted. Okay. We're kicking off at Talladega. So nice, easy super speedway. Don't need grip. We do need an, power and efficiency. And we do need drafting, obviously. Alright, so kick it off at a nice, easy super speedway. Unless mayhem happens, but, you know, it's part of the game. And that's my pause. Okay, make sure I had the right button. So we're gonna re-roll qualifying here for, let me select Talladega. Okay. And re-roll qualifying. All right, now we're good. Make sure my wheels fully calibrated, because I know that sometimes it seems like it's still a little off with how much left and right there is. Because when I have it centered on my, like in the real world, it's slightly to the left on screen. It bobbles between there and there when I have it centered, so I'm actually turning just a little bit right to go straight, which actually isn't the worst thing, because I'm used to that from NRO 3 days. It's kind of the norm for those, for that time. Alright, so some nice easy qualifying to start. Let people get in here to watch that want to be here. It's a good time killer. I think our qualifying goal is still top 30 for for qualifying. Obviously, that's what I said. The qualifying goal for qualifying. Oops. I do have my new paint scheme for tonight as well. I still haven't found a nice way to fix that little. If you look at the wheel, where I have the tiny Crunch Bar logo, which I could have made a lot bigger apparently. That top left of the wheel where it's a different color, if you fill that in, then elsewhere on the wheel it ends up being whatever color it is. Like that spot's used in more than one place. Actually, you can see a little bit of it. The bottom spoke on the steering wheel has a section of white there. It's not supposed to. And that's the part that's shared. 28th. Okay, good. I wish the crew chief like factored in the goals. Looks like Davey Allison's on pole. And let's see what MRN has to say. Oops, or not, because I used the pedal to... That skips. Pedal input registers for as long as the pedal's being pressed at all, so... Oh yeah, Mark Martin's leading the points, is true. God, I hate how badly animated some of the cars are during these, like, the lineup. It's one of the reasons I don't usually let this play at all. Because they sometimes become the low poly, like, with no wheel spin or anything. Alright, let's pause it up. We'll get our stuff set up here. Connect. Why am I getting the error about ensure I'm on track? Because I am definitely on track. Uh-oh. Let me restart my tool. I haven't had this happen with the emulator ever. just try it again. Okay. I gotta do this track selection again. Not a good sign, not a good start. Let's see. Huh, okay. Great. Let me share my actual screen so you guys can see what's going on. So I'm getting the ensure you're on track, which is not a good sign. I did just fire up. This is the second time I fired the emulator up. Let me do a save state and see if restarting the emulator will work or not here. Reconnecting. Because that error check only happens when it's not finding in memory what it's supposed to be finding. So that usually only happens when you've restart. Oh, I'm still getting it. Let me see something. I don't know why that would have broke. I did do a tiny update to the program, but it was not at all related to any of that. Let me see if I run. Oh, here, so you guys can see code and things happening. F, low core pack. I should probably disconnect this one because I don't know that more than one could be connected anyway. I have to select a race. And that's within range. That's not within range. I didn't think the window was that wide, but let's widen it out, I guess. This is supposed to be the safety net catch. If it's finding this info outside of this range, usually that means that, like, or not usually, but that has always previously meant that it's always previously meant that it's not, that you're not on track. So let's wait for this to pop up. Okay, it did. I'll go back here. Seeing everything, folder structure, all that stuff. That one. Oh, it's open. Oh, it wouldn't be a live stream if it wasn't if there wasn't troubleshooting on the fly. Now what do you now? Could not find the file. I built it in release. Did I not grab the release one? Did I click on the wrong folder? Oh, no, that release is old. I forgot I switched to Exit64. That's why. Okay, now we're good. That's a really old build. Okay, hopefully that didn't mess up any existing files, because who knows, but we'll see. Oh, fun times. Talladega 2, Talladega 1, and let me get this, connect, EA Sports 500. See if that, okay, that's fine. That means it's gonna actually work now. All right, well, problem solved. Not sure why that was an issue, but that was an issue. So now it's not, I guess, and I'll have to release that. I know, I think Day in the community had the same. Oh, now it's saying it's not connected. What in the world is going on? Oh my goodness. Apologies. I literally didn't change anything, so I thought it was all good. Tried this one for the stream tonight, even though I know it's not going to work perfectly. And then I'll have to look into this if that's our issue. No, that's not our issue. What the hell? I'm not sure what to do at this juncture. Because the connection check is now failing. Like, it'll connect for a second and then it disconnects. So it's like acting like it doesn't like that memory catch is not in range either. Just check some code. Because it's not telling me, it's not hitting the trigger for a trigger on track, but it's doing the auto disconnect, which it shouldn't be. Oh, no, I needed to change another number. The auto disconnect is elsewhere in code. Okay, well, at least it makes sense as to why it was doing that. Alright, let's delete those one more time. This should be good this time, hopefully. Famous last words. Fire it all back up, though. Put this back on so you guys can see. 91 cup AF. Oh, do I have? Yeah, okay. Dega 2, Dega 1. And when we get to the Live Tools page, connect, and EA. And just so I don't forget, because we will be using this, I'm going to make Stanley full-time here while I'm thinking about it. And check my dad and Stanley so they're both on the board. And it should... Okay, I'm going to re-roll the events so we don't see how many there are, and I'm not looking, and the pylon. Okay. Now we're ready to race. Sorry about all that. That's apparently what was happening to one of our community members. Just decided to start happening to me out of nowhere, even though it literally never did before. Well, at least on the bright side, now able to recreate an issue others are facing, which it's always frustrating when I can't, because you just don't like, all right, we're good to go. Like, it's really hard to tell somebody, sorry, I don't know what's wrong, because I can't make it happen and it should be working. Like, that's always frustrating as a developer to have to tell somebody, because like, I literally don't have an answer, I don't have a suggestion, I don't have a fix, I don't have a clue, I can't check it, I can't change code for you, like, I'm just guesstimating. But when it happens to me, like you just saw, I can check it and say like, okay, where is this going wrong exactly, and what's the value I am getting that it's going wrong with. So, you know, a lot easier to debug and fix. My goodness, Moroso got a huge leap of speed out of 4. You need to be behind somebody to really latch on, but there you go. But, Is that Labonte this year? Yeah, Labonte. I was going to say Marlin. I'm like, no, that was last year. Well, off to a late start on the stream, but we're racing now, so not too bad. I mean, it was... ooh, sorry, Petty. It was only like 10-15 minutes anyway. Well, that's kind of fun that Buddy Baker is not only in the race, but in that paint scheme, because this is the paint scheme he ran at the fall Talladega race. So that... excuse me, that happened to work out. I'm getting split. Am I clear high now? Can you just... instead of keying the radio to say, we're dropping back, what's wrong? Key the radio to tell me I'm freaking clear so I can draft somebody. I don't know why we're this slow. Like, it almost makes me feel like something's off, but I don't know. Also, I thought we ran Talladega last stream. And if we did, I'm sorry, but I didn't have a save state that was after Talladega, so I really don't remember. Because I could have sworn we had Watkins Glen next, which is after this, but I might be wrong. I might have just... maybe Talladega was next, and I just looked ahead a little bit. Why can't we keep anyone's draft right now? What is... how fast are they at Dega? Did these reset? Oh, they did. Okay. No, that's... hang on. No, that's our problem. Okay. Oh, my God. All right. I'm going to do... this is dumb. So, when I went to swap the tool around... we're going to restart the race because this is ridiculous. When I went to swap the tool around, it did replace with the old one the track adjustments file. Which really sucks because we've been adjusting them all year. So... that means I lost some of my track adjustments. Okay, these are right. So I'll reboot the tool. I had a feeling that, like, they were going so freaking fast. I knew something was wrong. But the fact that it was the old AI offset stuff, because those number ranges completely changed with the update with the live tools, because the live ratings now work accurately, whereas the game previously was like applying it was applying like multipliers depending on the track. So you know how we had to set the AI to crazy fast at road courses versus ovals? We don't have to do that anymore with the live tools. Because we're affecting the final ratings, which aren't modified like ridiculously. Alright, so now the AI difficulty should be correct for Talladega. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do that, and then pylon. One more time. Let's try it. Okay, now they should be a proper speed that we can work with. I mean, they're gonna still smoke us on the initial get up and go until we get some draft and get into the, you know, high gear and up to speed, but it shouldn't be terribly bad. Actually, that wasn't even that bad. So my dad qualified back by us there and already got by me. Our sponsor goal, Stanley Smith, is right behind me on the outside. Yeah, you can already tell that this is much more reasonable. I mean, yeah, we're not up to speed yet, and we still need to latch on, but... I don't know, I say that, now they're blowing us away again. It is what it is now. I think, honestly, I think it's that... I think for the backup save I had of the ratings, Talladega's higher than what I actually ended up putting Talladega on in final, but... so we're going to struggle. But we'll play the rule of that I was playing this season or this year of I'm not going to change the rating till pit stops. So our first pit stop, we'll swap them around. Come on. So we can latch onto Bodine. Actually, Bodine needs to clear us first. There he goes. It is weird at super speedways. They always get like a speed boost when they just clear you. Like they'll barely get by you and then they'll just. Well, not always, but often. There goes our sponsor goal. Maybe we are just slow here. I don't understand why. We shouldn't be. Not this bad. I literally can't. My highest speed's like 184. Is my brake pedal dragging? There, I gave it a pump. I literally cannot get faster than 184 right now. Hang on. Alright, pumping the brake completely. And the throttle completely. And then let's back up. Oops. It's like we should be able to do more than 184 when we have a decent draft. It's 185, barely 186. But we were right on top of Skinner. Like that's. I don't know what's going on. Alright, now we're drafting. So I'm gonna keep the momentum up and stay. No, not really. Yeah, this is weird. We're super duper slow. We ran good at. I thought we ran too good at Daytona, and now we're suddenly like super struggle bus, and I don't understand what's happening. Maybe I will slow it down early. No wait. Oh my god. No, my rating's still reset. Sorry, I gotta explain this. I gotta show you so you guys know what I'm talking about. These ratings here, the percent adjustments. Where it says 175, 175, 200. That's not. That was the old style before we had the live ratings. But I used the same. You know what? Here's what we do. We go to the packed mod master, and we get the track adjustments from there. Which I guess that was before it. Let me reload the tool. I'm not going to restart the race this time. We're just going to pick up where we were. Apologies. This is a shit show, to put it nicely, right now. So I'll load my pack. Finalize pack. Talladega 2. Something was off. Like they were just flying versus us, and that's not how we've been. Oh, I still gotta switch Stanley to full time. Okay. All right, and Stanley Smith. Connect interval. Put the pylon on. That'll fix when we cross start finish line. And I'll re-roll. Yeah. So now when I select Talladega, it has them. No, it's still the wrong ratings. Why is it still the wrong ratings? It's still. What the frick is happening? I'm so confused. Is Is that not the list? That's the list. Why is this list wrong? Is that not what's released? If I lost these, I'm going to be real upset. No, that's the correct list. Alright, just for now, I'm going to fix Talladega's supposed to be at 80. So, just for now, I'm going to do this, and then after the race, I'll copy the file over and redo the tool. So we'll leave it where it was, and just continue the race here, and I'm not going to restart the race, but we'll do that. So I actually had the wrong one in the 1.6 folder, which doesn't make any sense. All right. Now, they should be, especially these guys back here, slower than us, which immediately is noticeable. So, a fun fact, if you didn't know, you can adjust with the live controls. You can adjust the rating of the AI, the speed of the whole pack, in the middle of a race. And as you can see, it works wonders. Now, granted, we lost all our track position, but I'm willing to take that penalty for my own mistakes here today, because one, I don't want to restart, and two, I mean, I don't know, I deserve it, I guess. Now, we might actually be, no, I guess we did need that draft. Wasn't sure if I wanted to stick with Buddy leading us or not, because I got to run on him pretty quick, and he doesn't want to push us, so. Part of me thinks that we're fast enough to catch them on our own, somewhat. And if Buddy gives us some draft, we should be able to. Buddy, just stay in line. You're not anywhere near enough to make a move. Okay, now you're near enough to make a move if you wanted to, and I get it. So without a yellow, this is going to be a bit of a struggle to finish where we should have. Because I think we should have been running about where we were expected there, like, or where we qualified. Somebody blew up. It was on the apron, though. Who's that? Is it Jimmy Spencer? That is Jimmy Spencer. Alright, well, we got the draft. Whoa! Stanley Smith just had an issue. He hung on to it, though. Well, he got run into. Well, that makes that sponsor goal easier. I mean, we were catching him anyway, and I was just going to work with the Mike Chase here in the 14 to get away from him. But I'm going to stay in line this time since we're further back from the next group. I think we'll be better off following than trying to lead and block. Because the AI doesn't like to stay in line when drafting behind the player. And if that Stanley Smith thing would have been a caution, that would have been great. But he never quite went all the way around. He just got out of shape. And there's his skid marks there. He got out of shape, got in the wall, and hung on to it. Also, if you guys are new, if anyone here is new to watching the live streams or the tools and options they have, I have AI mistakes as a thing. Did you mean to say radical? I think that's what you meant to say. I mean, that's an appropriate 1999 term. But yeah, no, Pickled Mink did a good job with the 99 pack. And we'll eventually, in this career mode, get there. It'll probably be a couple of years from now, the way, at the rate I'm going, but I have no plans of stopping this mod stuff. I mean, I don't expect it to go super fast if I'm painting most of the packs between now and 99, the 91 and 99, but we'll see. I mean, I've had a few people say they're going to work on different years. So if they get to it, then that'll save me some time, and maybe we'll get through it a little quicker. But I'll probably be filling the time in between. I mean, I still have that Vanilla Plus season, which we could or career, which we could play more of. But then essentially any other filler streams in between, we'll probably play NASCAR 25 career more, or something along those lines, just to fill the gaps till I get 92 ready, 93 ready, and so on and so on. I'll be honest, I haven't worked on the 92 paints at all yet, for two reasons, but I'm kind of waiting on, well, a side project of my own to maybe make painting easier is all I'm going to say about it. But we'll see how that works out, if it works out. To pit soon. I always forget this is more than one stop. I mean, we could just pit this time, but I'm doing good with Mike, and I'd like to try to get up to the next group before pitting. I normally don't do the 2 tire stops things at the super speedways like you can in this game, but since we lost so much ground due to my own stupidity, I'm actually gonna do some of that strat side. I don't want to pit till either I have to or till Mike pits, just because of the chance of a yellow. Because we're going to get lapped in pit road. We're so far behind the leader. So I think I could go one more, because I had over 2 gallons. Right? I can do one more, I think. I hope. Now I'm questioning everything. We'll see. We're gonna find out the hard way. I mean, I'm like 3/4 throttle half the time behind Mike here anyway. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. Unless you write an application to do it for you. But I think that's easier to just write a program to modify them. But make sure you ask Pickled Mink for permission before you do any of that. If you're going to post it publicly. If you're doing it just for yourself, then whatever. It doesn't matter. But I also think regardless you should post them for other people if he gives the go-ahead on that. Oh snap, we're going to be speeding. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Oh, right sides. And then, well, you get to see the new paint scheme in full for the first time. The Crunch Bar car. Basic paint, but I feel like time appropriate and, you know, nice enough looking. That's one thing I try to do with my paints is, when it's like I try to paint for what year it is. I thought of what happened there? Trickle slowed down coming out of the pits. Or no, that's not Trickle this year. That's Lake Speed, I think, in the 66. But I try to do my paints like I'm playing 1991 career right now. So I thought of a Crunch Bar paint that I could do that would be cool, but it would not feel like it's time period appropriate. I feel like it's not a paint scheme that they would attempt or bother with in 91. So I'm not going to do it for this season. Like I try to do my paints as if they fit the season that I'm in, I guess, if that makes sense. No draft right now, but there are people still coming out of the pits, so maybe we'll link up with somebody. I know there was a pretty good group ahead of us and taking... Oh my god! That was Joe Ruttman that flipped over pretty ugly. I don't think we're lapped because I think everybody pit. I need to make sure I'm off the throttle when we hit the line so we see the replay. But that was... Joe Rutman had an ugly flip. I think he LePaged maybe. Because he went upside down so quick. That's going to really help us then because we'll get back in the pack for the restart. So, and we leapfrog from the 2 tires. So we actually might get back to running where we were expecting or hoping. Wow. Alright, make sure I'm fully off the gas before the line so that the wheel doesn't mess that up. Joe's in a rut. He might be in a rut. I thought he was going to be in a rut over the fence for a second there. Yeah, he literally LePaged into Petty and collected Bodine. I forgot that the AI does that at this track, that they wander up on the track just a little bit. Alright, we are not pitting. Oops, that's the wrong button. I only just realized Tim Richmond's leading. Wait a second, is he a lap ahead? Oh, okay, it was just updating. And we are lead lap like I thought. Mike Skinner got caught lapped. Joe Rutman is probably out. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Yeah. It is a great paint scheme. What is happening up here that you guys are slow right now? I love not having the bubble of air behind people slowing you down, or the whatever you want to call it, the auto brake nonsense. It really makes things work a lot smoother for the whole... Oh, I should have... Well, no, I shouldn't have forced them to pit, because now the window's open. So actually, no, this is the right time for them to do their second stop. Yeah, I mean, he's still out of the race, so either way, it's a DNF, but... I don't know, that was crazy. And the Stanley Smith thing, where he lost control, was right in front of us as well. So we had two big moments in front of us in this race so far. How are we 19th? I figured we were better than, or we should have been running better than we were, for sure. But I didn't think it'd be this good. I thought it'd be like between 20 and 25, not inside the top 20. And I feel like if I could get one of these guys to actually pass me. Petty, how are you fast? You got run right in the back of. I'm actually going to be not surprised at all if there's a debris caution for you soon. But, yeah, if we get... Okay, so Hamilton's going ahead of us. Maybe we could draft him up. We should be able to get a couple more spots. But I didn't want to be behind Petty, so I'm glad that cycled out or shuffled out the way it did. Well, we got a big run on Skinner up there. Although Skinner's lapped. Yeah, that's right. Okay. It's not for a spot. Nope. Somebody also got it. Jeez. All right, Bodine. Excuse you. Oh yeah, that caused a big checkup too. That whoever got out of shape. They're all bottled up here. I was gonna say I have to pit yet anyway. I mean, I don't have to pit right now, but I need to pit before the race is over for fuel. I think I'll just, you know what? I'll probably do the 4 tires because I know the AI is going to do 4, and we're back up where we should be. So I want to be fair about it. I don't want to cheat my way into a top 10. And Chad Little got a big run out of 4, and he checked up. And they were 3 wide behind us. It was quite a pack for 91. I was gonna try to get to Hillen's outside at some point, but I wasn't quite. I didn't have the room for it, so I just had to lift. But it was. I ended up running the back of him, so that all backfired. Also, Hillen's running pretty well. That's a good sign. Good for him. Oh wait, Moroso's up there too, isn't he? I mean, I see his car. Is he up there in the running order, or is he lapped? No, he's lapped. Never mind. Oh, he must have been one of the ones that pit in the first group. Is Hillen actually up there then in position? Yes. Okay. Well, I did say about running 20th to 25th, and that's where we are now. And also, I wasn't factoring in people to pit, now that I think about it. Yeah, man. Dude, every paint in that's good. The Cartoon Network ones, for example, those are good. I probably should have stayed behind Marcus longer. What's only 2 days away? Mod Pack's out! And you know that, and I know you know that, because you're looking at it. And Toy Story 2 is out years ago. Unless you mean the release date of the movie in '99 was 2 days, but I don't know. I don't remember when any of that was. Okay, yeah, I should definitely stay behind Marcus, because that whole group just left us. Okay, so it's 2 days away, 16 years ago, or 20, sorry, did I say 16? 26 years ago. Jesus. Alright, I'll pit right here. So, like I said, I'm going to do 4 just for the sake of staying fair versus the AI. Because I think they're going to take... They usually take 4 like every stop, even if it's late. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, but I'm also pretty sure they do. I don't know why the dirt texture that forms on the car doesn't form over the headlights area. Especially on the Chevy. I mean, it might be on other cars. I just notice it on the Chevy all the time. Which, I mean, that's the only body we're running in 91 anyway. Alright, so I could have gone a little longer, but it's a little risky to pit early because now we're lapped, but I only had a couple more laps before I would have had to pit anyway with the fuel. So I just wanted to get the service done with and try to get up to speed before other people pit so we could just jump right in line. Go ahead, Mast. Bonnie pit, you go by and I'll draft you. Amarosa's behind us for position. Actually, Mast might be for position as well. No, he's not. Okay. Oh. Amarosa pushed me by him. I needed the technical difficulties screen for earlier in the stream. Onto somebody. Not quite. really should be able to stay with these guys draft-wise. But, I don't know, this group is the one that pulled away from me last, like, before my stop. But I feel like Bobby Hillen and Moroso and Chad Little should be close enough to my pace. We'll see. And that caution really threw off the pit cycle, though. A lot of late pitters. I have nobody behind me now. I'm scrounging to get just a sniff of this draft long enough to catch somebody out of the pits, maybe. Though I don't think anybody's exiting ahead of us right now. No, I'm going to have to go a lap without any draft. Well, there's one coming out, but way up there. There are a few of them, I guess, but yeah, we're nowhere near.
And up 8518 Productions. Said so I might make a community post on the 24th for Toy Story 2 26th anniversary.
Go ahead. Use your spell checker, though, my guy. I have seen a lot of things that you've posted that have all the misspellings. You gotta check your stuff for sure. I'm not sure if English is your second language or anything like that. I'm not trying to imply anything bad. I'm just saying run your stuff through a checker, run it through something. Because I'm only saying that because there are times where myself and other people have read the messages and not understood what you're trying to say. And it's nothing I'm not trying to, it's nothing against anybody. I just want you to be understood. We were gonna finish. I thought we were gonna be in near 20th the way that we were running before pit stops, but maybe the AI did do 2 tires or no tires or something. Because I don't even think we're gonna get anybody's draft. We're gonna be by ourselves here, and we're 35th right now. And everybody's picked because we're back in the lead lap. Yeah, guys we were running with are up ahead. So we were ahead of Petty, and actually we're not even going to get the sponsor goal. Stanley Smith, he's up there too. But we were ahead of all those guys, so I guess they did do the strategy I didn't think they would, because the game normally doesn't. So I gave myself a disadvantage trying to be fair. Whoops. I'm just full of silly mistakes today. Oh, Rudd, yeah. I think Rudd did win a race already in our season here. I know Mark Martin's our points leader now because Tim Richmond had that DNF, that big wreck at Pocono. That was nuts. If you guys weren't here for last week's live stream, go back, at the very least, go back and skim it for the second Pocono race. I think it was the second one. We were in Pocono twice that day. But there was a big old wreck. Man, we're gonna get smoked here. And the funny thing is, Stanley Smith doesn't have any draft, and we're slowly catching him. But there's no way we're going to get there in time, obviously. So we could have had our sponsor goal anyway. Just straight up our speed versus his speed with no draft. We were faster, but yet I guess he only took fuel or 2 tires or something when he pit. So the AI can do other strategies, it seems like. We just have not, we don't normally see it. So good to know. So we should have been I don't know, 28th-ish, I think. Oh, sponsors are not going to be happy.
guys who ran out front, more cautions would just have meant more restarts, which is more chances for you to lose positions.
The 7 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Yeah, you never quite know what's going to happen in these NASCAR Winston Cup races. When you finish a race and your car still looks brand new, you've done one heck of a job as a driver.
The 7 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
Well, when you're out there beating and banging on guys, some feathers are bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on the voice of NASCAR, MRN. So long, we'll see you next week at Watkins Glen International.
Alright. No ally gains there. So, as you guys saw, Ricky Rudd won, leading 7 laps there. Tim Richmond second. Harry Gant got third. Darrell Waltrip, Mark Martin, who led a couple laps. Kenny Schrader, Dale Earnhardt, Ernie Irvan, Bill Elliott, and Michael Waltrip rounds out your top 10. Other notables here. Well, Jeff Bodine, I thought Bodine was back with us. Oh, no, that was the 97 car. That's right, which is Ellis, Tommy Ellis. Davey Allison started pole, led 10 laps, ends up 16th. Marlin snuck a lap lead there before fading. My dad got a top 20, which is good to see. And that looks like about it for notable things. Obviously, Joe Ruttman's terrible crash. Somehow Skinner ended up 2 laps down at the end. Or actually, is that 3 down? No, 2 down. And Jimmy Spencer we saw blew up early in the race. Pretty crazy. Alright. Let's hop out. And do a save state. We'll go 4 is good. 4 and 5 just for safety's sake. And our chassis 2 overall is complete. So our sponsors didn't leave us at least. That's a good sign. Okay, and our chassis overhaul's done. We're 1 race away from an upgrade, I think. So was it tire wear? Yeah, no, 3 races away. Okay, so we'll just do our normal repair then. Yeah, I'm not gonna overhaul if we're gonna repair, or I'm not gonna overhaul now if we're gonna overhaul soonish anyway. Yeah, we'll do 4 races, I guess, just because it's gonna be 3 till we can get the other upgrade anyhow, so, or get better stuff, so we'll just leave it at that. Alright, you're repairing, not building. You're not repairing, so we could do just repair that one, or yeah, okay, we'll just repair the first guy. I think 4 is also fair for that. Try not to spend all our money so we can save up for research upgrades. Alright, and we'll save again. And before, let me get the pack up here. So, finalize. And we're going to Watkins Glen. We'll put Sonoma as the secondary for ratings. And a series at the Glen. I actually need to reselect that anyway. Make sure Stanley Smith is full-time just so he's in the race, so we actually have a chance to get our sponsor goal. Randomize the paints, double check I have them. Defaults off. Yes, okay. And then apply with the random. And connect to the game. Let me reset this. So the reason I want to reselect is that it sets the race laps whenever you select it, but that only works if it's showing. I will re-roll and all that stuff so we don't know what we've got there. So the ratings are correct now. Granted, Watkins Glen's not been adjusted much, so we might need to adjust it on our pit stop, but we'll find out. Okay. We want tire grip and tire wear to be good, so we're going to take our repaired chassis. Not that worried mean, this one has good efficiency too. We'll just take the lowest efficiency and all that. We don't need drafting. We need downforce everywhere, but we don't need drafting. Speed up the loading screen. Okay. And we'll set out for qualifying and pause it quick to apply. Why is qualifying not applying? Now qualifying's not working, right? Is it still Bill? Oh no, it worked. It's just not playing the audio. Okay, that's fine. Oh, maybe that was something else that... Yeah, that is something else that happened. Is my...
Get ready. Here comes the time limit.
Okay, so this is going to get changed again. That might not be the... That's not going to be the order they're ending up in, but we won't know till after Q, which I think is more fun. I don't like knowing the whole field lineup unless I'm supposed to be the last car to qualify. So I don't mind not looking until after we complete our run. Oops, and by that I mean really not till we're on the grid listening to MRN. I need to figure out my other button, which one's the A button though, like that's not... Oh, I could just use the start button, never mind. I was gonna say that's not the pedal because that's... Skips MRN. Okay, first lap's a wash. Or a sand blast, if you will. I forgot. If you haven't played this game with a wheel, I swear it is looser under braking with a wheel than it is with the controller, and I don't know why that is. We did spin out at Sonoma twice, once in qualifying, once in the race, so that's not a good sign for us here to start. I did not turn in there at all. Yeah, this is the important qualifying lap because I spun on the first one. Went a lot faster through one there. I just didn't feel confident. Alright, let's not put any wheel into it until after I've slowed it down for the bus stop. Oh, 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 God. I don't know how it was on a wheel back then, because I mean wheels were different then too. So also I know with the emulator I have to do certain things with the settings, so it might even be just the way the emulator handles wheels that makes it weird now. I literally can't go in a straight line very well either. But I believe you. I fully believe you that this game did not do well with a wheel back then. I would have loved to have tried it on actual hardware with an old PS2 wheel. I mean, it's not something out of the realm of possibility that I could do in my life, but I don't think I'd want to spend the money to do so. Oh, my nose is itchy, jeez. We still were last. Alright, well, not good. I did blow the bus stop. Alright, let's see what MRN has to say while I
The Nascar Winston
set
Cup
up here.
Series made a right turn today on its way to Watkins Glen International for today's race, the Sirius at the Glen. Barney, this will be a very tough race for some of the drivers.
Well, the Glen is quite fast for a road course. The problem is getting these big, heavy cars to handle well through the tight turns. A missed braking point can spell disaster for these drivers if they shoot through a corner too fast.
Yeah, I did that.
An unusual back-of-the-pack start for Dale Jarrett.
Yeah, he was due for one of these bad starts, though. Nobody can start up front all year. You're going to have a bad qualifying run now and then.
The 7 car hasn't made much of a move in the points so far.
And, of course,
Oh,
nobody
thanks.
wants to be on the bottom of that points list. You'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
So Rusty Wallace. Oh wow, 2, 3, 4. The front group there. Let me calculate the.
Radio check. Check back.
Okay.
Looks good.
Now our ratings are applying for Glenn, and we're good to go. Yeah. So I don't know what to expect for how bad I ran. They're going to really slow down for turn 1, though, being last. I know they always bottleneck here. Okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting. Also, live ratings affect some of the tracks that bottleneck and where they slow down and stuff a little bit, so that might have helped it too, for all I know. Oh, why are my numbers not working on my pylon? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, note to self, I gotta fix the pylon for when you re-roll live paints, I guess. Oops. Well, it's gonna be just names, I guess, to read for the rest of the stream. Oh my gosh! Oh, okay. The bus stop is gonna be the end of us here. I messed it up both laps in qualifying, and it's not feeling any better in the race. I wasn't expecting it to. We're in the same setup, but it's really sketch. Oh gosh, they parked it. No! I cannot believe I didn't hit any, but I didn't even. Oh god. Okay, now I'm gonna hit the wall though. I literally had like one of the best corners possible with a big checkup, and could have been death. And what do? I mess up. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much I got to jam brakes on pedals here. And what do though? I mess up the next damn corner like really bad. Oh boy. Just gonna block me. Oh gosh. I think it's when you get off the brake that it really steps out, which is at least a little more accurate. Well, I guess it depends on which type of brake or looseness they're trying to emulate. Is either a wheel hop, which is not what it seems like, or if they're trying to emulate like when your weight rolls forward. Or back onto the rear wheels, rather. Did not need downshift there. I do need to slow down more for this last corner, though. I am overdriving it. As we saw last lap, really bad. I swear I'm usually good at this game. No, for real. Like, part of the mod stuff is that it should be harder now, and you can make it as hard as, or as easy as you want. So you definitely have a lot more control of that. So that's part of what I was trying to do this season. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to be this bad here. But like I said, the wheel's tougher, and I botched early laps here. I'm sorry. You're a road course ringer. You should be used to it. Hot dang. I'll tell you what, though, if you're familiar with this game, and I'm sure everyone watching is, because why would you be watching this if you're not? But if you're familiar with this game, you know darn well. Why did you park it? Okay, well, I'm the yellow. We're gonna pit. I was gonna say you're very familiar with the fact that that the AI is slow at road courses. They are notoriously bad at road courses in the base game. This is further proof of the mod tool doing what it's supposed to do now with the live ratings of they're fast. They're not, because I know our qualifying was bad, like a 114. Are we going to be the only ones? I should have forced the AI to pit. I have a button for that. I always forget about that button. Because they need to pit, so they should have just done it now. Well, you know what I'll do for fairness sake? When the AI pits, I'll pit. Because I don't want to like win the race or finish wherever. I probably won't win with how fast they are and how far back we are, but I don't want to pull that and win that way, or finish well that way. Not unless the strategy happened naturally and we did some stuff. But if it's literally because the game AI is too dumb to do their stop when it would make sense, I'm not taking advantage. I mean, it cost us at Talladega to try to play fair, but yeah, I'm fine with it. Oh gosh, they actually started me in the wrong gear on the low end for once. Usually they start you in like third or fourth when you need second. This time they started us in first when we needed second. Okay, oh, we do have tire difference too now. That's true. Well, I can't do anything about that. I mean, this is a dumb move, but... Oh gosh, I thought he was clear. I was trying to tuck in. I was gonna say Dick Trickle sent it into that corner, so I thought he was gonna clear me. Alright, there's our sponsor goal in front of us. Let's get him. Oh, I forgot they parked up here for no reason. Just mid-corner park. That's something else with the mod tool. We're exposing where the AI lines are not great because their speed's better, so their slow and fast areas are more of a drastic difference. Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry, Stan. So them parking it in that corner normally is like exaggerated because they are carrying so much speed going into it that like their high to low difference is just bigger. So Chad. So yeah, I don't know. No bueno. Okay. Oh, Chad hit the wall behind us. We're flying now though. This tire difference made... The tires made more of a difference than I thought. Also, I think I'm getting used to the wheel a little bit. Because I'm remembering that I have to brake like full pedal to slow down as part of the thing. And I need to remember that they check up there. So I almost rear-ended them again, but I remembered in time. You guys are like slower now. Breaking off. Alright. And they really fly into the bus stop now. But they're slow. They're fast into corners and slow out of them most of the time, it seems like. Except this one, they're slow through this one a little bit. Maybe not. Not that time. Alright, watch out for them parking it. Up here. Oh gosh, maybe I should park it. Are they just not going to pit now with the yellow? Maybe they won't pit at all, because I'm not losing much fuel. They're either not going to pit or they're going to like pit just for fuel right at the end. Don't spin. So much faster through here. Clipped them. Oh yeah! him right by me here, probably. Oh, boy. Or I'm not going to make the corner. I'm sorry, Dave. I don't know how to do the bus stop. Oh, Jimmy had a moment. Wait, no. Musgrave had a moment. And Spencer seemed slow off to the left. Okay, that was my fault. Well, I mean, they both were my fault, so I get why you're mad. But luckily, you're only, like, 20 mad total. Dave Marcus is understanding. Gosh, we're just poking him. Okay. Breathe the room. We'll see if we can make a decent lap time. Actually, I'm going to catch Jimmy. Jeez, they're slow through the S's. My gosh, Jimmy. I almost hit the wall, though. I had to take a weird weird angle through the left-hander there to not run into him. I almost smacked the wall because of it. You're so slow out of the corners, so fast into them. Yeah, they must fade on tires here a lot or something.
Fuel is at half.
Alright, up to Moroso. Kind of slide jobbed him into one. Joe Rutman and Richard Petty side by side as we first see them today after the way Talladega went for both of them. Well, I mean, Petty still finished, but Rutman ran into Petty is why he had trouble in the first place. Alright, I think I got... Oh, jeez. I think I got the bus stop figured out better. Versus us spinning it out and qualifying. Oh, that's my dad up there, too. Don't. Alright. I don't think the AI is going to pit at all, which is fine. Just gave me a tire advantage for the race, but it didn't give me a, like, okay, just don't turn left then, car, thanks. But it didn't give me a whole stop advantage anyway. Ugh, where's the curbing over there? Didn't exist back in 03, I guess. Or at least EA didn't think so. Oh, Dad, no. Joe. After what happened last week and what I witnessed, I do not want to race you like that. And we still got one more lap yet. Alright, we're past Joe. Now we're up to my dad in the corner where they like to park it, so I just need to not slam into him here. Oh, he took the high side. Well, I slowed down with them. Don't do it, Dad. He's gonna block me all the way to the pits. Oh boy. Got him. Oh, he sent it into one though. My goodness. Jesus. No, 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 no. Oh, frick. Oh, frick, oh, frick, oh, frick, oh, frick.
What's going on? You okay?
No yellow to save me on the last lap. Well, okay, 30th is still the sponsor goal, so just don't spin again and we're good, I guess. Ah, dang. Yeah, my dad went really fast into turn 1, so I tried to go fast into turn 1 to not totally lose the spot, and it just got me loose as heck. Jimmy! Oh! Bobby Hillman blew up. On the last lap. Alright, well that's worse than what I had happen. Worse luck anyway. I mean, mine wasn't really luck. Mine was a mistake, but Bobby's was luck. Well, 28th. After all that, I'm not going to complain because that was something.
Not many drivers led a lap in this race.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's at least 35 or 40 other drivers who wish they had seen the lead.
The 7 car has begun a new rivalry on the racetrack.
Did I?
You don't make it into Winston Cup
I mean, I
racing
ticked
without
off
being competitive. And
a couple
sometimes
people,
these
but I don't
instincts
think
get
I
a little out of
rivaled
hand.
anybody.
Should be fun to see what happens next.
Maybe Rick Mast when I spun out.
Sports at MRN. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Kept nudging Marcus there. Yeah, right here. I didn't... Oh. He actually tried to dodge me by going to the right because he was all the way left. And then when we hit... I mean, I know I backed up that way. I was trying to whip it the other way, but... But he thought I was going across the track, so he went that way. Where's my back button? Well, there's buttons. Okay. Yeah, he's not that mad. So we somehow got all of our sponsor goals. Because we beat Stanley Smith. We got 30th, and our average start is plenty good. Earnhardt dominates from the pole. Davey Allison, Ernie Irvin, Darrell Waltrip. You guys already know this. I don't. Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Harry Gant, Sterling Marlin from 39th to 9th, my dude. And Tim Richmond with the top 10, or with the 10th place. So Martin's probably still our points leader. Any other notables here? Neil Bond is 17th. My dad outside of the top 20 this week. Seems like a top 20 is a good week for him, and outside, just outside of it's kind of a normal race. Bierschwale qualified 21st apparently, and Venturini had a good qualifying, but they both ended up back there. I don't even remember seeing Bierschwale when we went through. And Musgrave and Hillen both blew up. All right. What is next? Michigan. So sponsor-wise, everything's good. Our gas man is unhappy. Who's our gas man? Maybe that's why he's unhappy. I don't know who he is. Everybody, you know what? Honestly, he's the only one with that, like a super low. Okay, our crew chief's not that happy, but just the catch can man and the gas man. I'm gonna get rid of them. Forget it. If you're not happy, leave, my dude. That's still you. We'll just... Yeah, we'll take the one with better potential. Cool. I don't know what our Gasman's expectations were, but maybe that I don't spin out at every road course. Fair enough. Alright, let's take a gander at the points. Still Martin over Gant. Tim Richmond. Earnhardt's still closing in. He's been closing in. Alright, and I'm going to roll some paints. I know that messed up the pylon, but that's fine. And then let's head to... Oh, I need to do some save states just for safety's sake. In case something happens. Michigan, we're going to want grip and wear. I mean, a lot of tracks you do, but we want power for sure. And drafting. And downforce and all the things. All the things. Let me select the right races here. Michigan 2, Michigan 1, then Michigan overall. And we'll go qualify. And then apply qualifying times. Managed to do it without having to pause it this time. There's a lot of noise coming from the other room. The dog's got a squeaky toy and everything's happening here, but things got a little more complicated since we got a little kitten and a dog that thinks that she's a little kitten. Because the dog will try to play like the cat does, and it doesn't quite work. So you got to be really careful when they play. Wow, that was a really good first lap apparently. I thought I went really slow in a 3 and 4. Any of the startup speed, which is always slow. We're going to qualify like around 10th. Note to future me, make Michigan qualifying times faster? Probably. That's one thing I gotta kind of go back and take a gander at. See what I need to adjust on ratings and speeds and stuff. Alright, let's see what MRN has to say.
Welcome everyone to Michigan International Speedway for our coverage of the Michigan 400. Michigan is known for some great racing and some fantastic finishes. Barney, what are your thoughts on this track?
Michigan is wide with plenty of banking in the turns. You can get 3 wide pretty easily here. That always makes for some exciting race action.
The 7 car is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day.
Yep.
Maybe their luck will change today.
Ernie Irvin will try to use this race to close in on the points lead.
Being in the top 5 is a huge boost in self-confidence. I know everyone on that team is very happy with their performance this season, and rightfully so.
That was a fun little audio thing. Maybe I shouldn't try to do this while I'm driving, but I just did. I was trying to get the rating started rather than having to pause it and do it. Okay, as expected, yeah, we qualified better than we were supposed to. as is painfully obvious by the start there. And Dave Marcus qualified up here too. There's Tim Richmond back here. It sounds like our gear is wrong. god. My car never turned. Oh my gosh. Dog just ran into the wall like I did. Real life emulating the game. If you hear lots of background noise, I apologize. I can't help it. The dog is late. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Wally. Buddy's more mad at me than you are. I mean, you stuffed me in the wall. Oh my gosh. Just got Dolan backed. He did not have a good season in pretty much everywhere but the road courses that he ran. I think he only ran the Glen, though, I feel like. I could be wrong. But he was very much a road course guy making the oval start. I'm trying to keep Buddy behind me because Buddy's going to try to hit me. He's next to us. Oh my god. What is happening today? We performed so well last week, I thought, and this week is like everything's bad. Every race is bad. I mean, we got 30th at the Glen. We got all our sponsor goals at the Glen, I guess, is the bright side. But this is not what was expected today. So much ground. How are you faster than me, Mr. Venturini? Okay, you're not. You just stuck the nose in there in turn one. Got it. I don't know how to approach turn 3 anymore. It plowed so bad. I know I was trying to run the top, and I know that doesn't work well in this game. But I had cars to the left of me. But it didn't want to turn so bad at my normal lifting and slowing points that like it just plowed the wall. There was nothing I could have done different really, other than turning in sooner. But I don't freaking know. Apparently Ricky Rudd just took the lead. I know you guys can't hear the mod tool talking because actually the game cranked up. I need to rebalance that sometime. But I turned speech to text up for the other stream, so I turned the game up to match the speech to text so that I don't have to flip flop. But now the mod tool is too quiet. We're just gonna be by ourselves unless a yellow comes out. This is really unfortunate. I don't even know if we actually have enough pace to be with the pack. If we fixed our damage, that's probably half our problem now. Is we hit the wall 3 times now. Once of our own doing, the second time of Dollenbach's doing, and the third time because Buddy was mad. Or did I not hit the wall and Buddy hit me? I don't know. Anybody remember what my qualifying time was? That's a good gauge for how far off we are. Because I feel like I'm half a second at least off, but I don't know. And that's per lap, which is just like really bad. So I feel like turn 3 especially, I have to really back it down to get it to turn, and I don't understand. Because it did that before we had damage that one lap. Did somebody blow up? Looks like Lake Speed dropped out. Yeah, I mean, I slowed down a lot for turn 3 there. There's more than I needed to, but still, it just we're hurting from this, from the damage for sure. It just seems like it doesn't want to turn on entry, and then everywhere else it's okay, but it's usually because I slowed down so much for the entry to actually work. That was better. Ish. Oh, people started pitting already. Wait, why do people start pitting already? Oh yeah, the pit window's funky here, that's right. Although, we're halfway after 10 laps and we could go up to 20. Yeah, so I guess the window, well, yeah, the AI usually is longer or better fuel mileage than we do, so their window's probably open now and ours is not yet. I slowed down way too much there. That's the other weird thing, the Thunder 04 AI, they pit either at the beginning of the pit window or the end of the pit window, and I think a small portion will pit in the middle, but it's like extremities of the to give the strategy variety, I guess they put it at the extremes. But you would think if you wanted to give that much variety to the strategy you just randomize somewhere in the range of, you know, open a window, close a window, with a, you know, maybe a weighted average. I'd weight it to the middle, to center of the window, because it's usually the best time to do it. Or, well, I guess it depends on the track, but I'm not surprised they didn't go to that level of coding. So we actually got loose that time into 3, which really confused the heck out of me. But we are slow. That's for darn sure. We're about to get lapped as well. Honestly, I kind of want to pit early just to fix my damage and maybe be a little quicker, but at the same time we lost so much time between all the mayhem and our damage that, like, I think a yellow's our only savior, in which case we do not want to pit early and get lapped again and be the only car 2 down. Jesus. Also, the way this is handling already, I don't know that I want to do a really long run to end the race. I don't know, I got 2-3 laps to think about it, because we got to go that far before I can make it anyway on one stop. Well, we're definitely faster than Venturini anyway, but we already knew that. Although he just pit, so he should be faster than us right now with the tires. Yeah, maybe we'll just pit right at halfway like I was originally going to. See, it's just sometimes that doesn't make any sense. It did not want to turn into 3 at all. I was turning way early. I was slowing it down gently, not jumping on the brakes to where it should plow on the brakes, and it did not turn. Oop, hi Mark. Wait, but we ran Michigan already. This is the second Michigan race, and I thought the first one went... That was last stream, and I thought that one went fine. And I know my ratings for each track reset to what was released with the tool update, but But Michigan last time we started the race with the same exact ratings that I have right now, so it's not that. Because I don't think we even adjusted them. I thought they were good. Alright, I'm gonna pit here. We're lapped anyway, so technically it is a lap later. So this is, oh god, halfway, and I gotta get across the traffic. I gotta get across, and we're good. Okay. Jeepers creepers. What's wrong? Everything's wrong. Okay. Yeah, no, Michigan's at what it should be at. Okay, well, I don't know. Oops. Okay. We're going to come out of the pits just ahead of Venturini, which is basically where we were. Which is weird, because he got new tires and I was faster than him and, like, pulled away from him, so he shouldn't have been this close to us anyway. Unless our stop was really that slow. I actually zoned out during the stop, so the pit crew might have even made a mistake and I didn't notice. Wait, did Stanley Smith just blow up? Oh my god, did we just get a gift from the random gods? I think we just got a gift from the random gods. Yep, there he is. That's Stanley Smith. Well, that worked out in our favor via stroke of luck here. So we're going to actually complete, despite how this race is going, we're still going to do 2 of our sponsor goals. Not our main sponsor, unfortunately, but 2 of our sponsor goals. So that's good. See how much... Okay, I really botched that lap, and that lap was 3.5 tenths faster than our best lap prior to this run. So fixing the damage, and that... Somebody had an issue there. And that doesn't mean... Fixing damage in this game doesn't put it back to 100%. So, without any damage, we'd have been faster yet. So I think my thought of we were half a second off pace is probably either accurate or a little of a light estimate. Because, like I said, this lap should be better. I think this will be like a 3 or a 2. Oh, or not. Okay, it's still 4. But still 3 tenths better than our best lap prior to pitting and fixing damage. So if we had no damage, I think we'd be another, what, 10th or 2 faster probably, at least. We got quite a ways to go yet in this one. The next position, well, pit stops are cycling. Trying to see who's ahead of us. Mickey Gibbs is showing as the next car, but he's showing 1 less lap down than me, which means either he's insanely ahead of us or he hasn't pit yet. Well, the leader just, well, one of the leaders just pit. Leader changed, so the cycle should be done here in a few laps. So if we're still 2 down and he's not 2 down, then we're way back. Lex, stop with your trouble over there, pup. He's not happy. I'll tell you what though, we might be faster with the damage fix, but I am not consistent at this track apparently. Not with the wheel anyway, but well, that's the other reason that, well, that's not the other reason, but that's one of the reasons that I'm doing the Vanilla Plus career in between with the controller rather than the wheel. I wanted that one to be more casual anyway, that Vanilla Plus, they're shorter races and just to get through multiple seasons and stuff like that. But, I don't know, it's just, oh boy. So I want that one to be more laid back, but I also want to show you guys, like, the difference of a wheel to the controller, because it is tough. Alright, so Rug got the lead back. Pit stops are fully cycling now. Should be the last set of stops here. Whoever's on pit road right now. I think it's just the leader. It's just Waltrip. Alright, so we're one down. Yeah, we have Dallenbach and Baker ahead of us. The two that, which, you know, we kind of knew that, I guess. I just forgot after we got into it with all of them. But I don't see either of them. So they're completely gone ahead of us. We have people completely gone behind us. And we're just all on our own here. I apologize to those watching. I appreciate you sticking it out, but this is not great content, I'm sure. But hey, that's part of racing. Like, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. So I don't know. It's part of it. So I know you guys know that, and you know what you're in for there. So no surprises.
10, buddy. 10 laps to go.
Still hate that I wobble down straightaways with the wheel too. I'm sure there's some slightly better settings for wheel and pedals than what I'm running, but this is the little bit that I tried different settings. This is what felt the best so far. As far as, like, I mostly go off the how much do I have to turn the wheel for the car to actually turn the way you want to in the game. That's kind of my mark for settings for this, and I couldn't find a way to get it dead zone with it. I should have done the update to the interval tool that tells you how far people are from you specifically. I haven't really touched the tool since the big 1.6 update, other than I tried to fix the live paints thing. Well, the live paints thing I fixed works. I only found out about it because I was trying to set up the 99 mod and realized that a piece of it was wrong, so I fixed it. But I broke the pylon when I fixed the other thing, so when you apply live paints, the pylon's supposed to use the car number icon pertaining to the paint if it's different than the base one, and obviously that didn't. It's not working with any of them. So even people on their default paint still not working. So I must have messed something up there. I have to look into it sometime between between now and next Saturday's stream. I'll have to try to figure it out.
Right front tire's a little warm. Careful now.
Man, actually way ahead of Venturini and Tommy Ellis because they're already 2 down. We're 1 down, and the leader's almost the whole straight behind us. And I think they've been 2 down for quite a few laps now. So we're in this really weird, large gap between the mid-30s and like 40th, basically. It's literally like almost an entire lap gap, I think, between the cars ahead of me and the cars behind me. There's got to be damn near close to it anyway. It's definitely more than half a lap for sure. Because we didn't see Wally and them since they drove away from me right after wrecking me, and oh, Earnhardt just took the lead from Rudd. Actually, Rudd fell way back. He must have got either out of shape or held up in traffic. I'll have to see if there's any new skid marks around the track or any smoke. Oh, they're not far behind us, so the smoke should be gone by the time we get there. And Martin may be leading the points, but Earnhardt just keeps creeping in with really good runs, which makes sense for the year. But it's I think a points battle is going to be pretty close when we get down to it. At least the way it's going now. I mean, a single DNF to somebody at the wrong time could completely change that. As we saw with Tim Richmond, he had an 80-point lead on Martin last stream and had an ugly DNF at Pocono and just kind of went from first to third, I think, pretty much. And we've seen... I know the cars in the back have a better chance of blowing up by the way I've coded it. Or at least, let me rephrase that. The cars that have had a lot of DNFs in real life that season have a higher chance of DNFing from engine problems in this one. Or at least they have a lower durability stat, which I think is what affects that. Oh, there's one less lap we have to suffer. Let Earnhardt go. We've seen Ted Musgrave blow up like 4 or 5 times this season already. Dad, I'm sorry. We're on the straightaway and the car's not turning. I don't understand. Literally have the wheel to the left on the straightaway to turn into the corner, and it's just not even doing a damn thing. Well, luckily that race is over because that was terrible. Is there somebody coming out of the pits? Bobby Hamilton, you pit too early?
Not a single caution lap was running the whole race.
You know, that's pretty amazing. It says a lot about the quality and true talent of these NASCAR.
Dawn back stuffing us in the wall. That sucked.
Car probably isn't too happy about his finish here.
I hate it for those guys too. They were so positive about their
He was
chances to
mad
win this morning, but then they just had a bad race. It happens.
The 7 car has someone new to look out for on race day.
Should be interesting next time they get next to each other.
It already was interesting. He got his payback. Look at that shot. That worked well with the pit stop. And it was crunch on the track and Snickers in the pits. That kind of was funny.
Right here on the voice of NASCAR, MRN.
Alright, well. Why was Baker not on the rival screen? That's weird. So we had a big change. Well, Earnhardt wins with a late race pass for the lead, leading 4 laps. Ricky Rudd leads 25 laps, ends up 3rd. Harry Gant even stuck by him at the end. Man, Rudd faded. He must have had something happen there because that was quite the fade at the end because he's 3 seconds back. Mark Martin, our points leader, 4th. Darrell Waltrip, Davey Allison, Kenny Schrader, Tim Richmond, Sterling Marlin, and Rusty Wallace are top 10. Notables outside the top 10. Joe Ruttman with a 17th after his bad Talladega wreck. My dad 18th through the top 20. That's good. Musgrave with the top 20 is good too. And Michigan's, I think, the track where he made his Cup debut in 1990, if I remember correctly. Kwiatkowski 25th. Oof. Ernie Irvan 26th. He's top 5 in points. What the heck happened to Ernie? Jeff Bodine's back here. They must have had an extra pit stop, like some, because we saw, yeah, okay, because Dallenbach and Baker were right in front of us. Waltrip, Bonnet, Labonte, and Hamilton, and Petty, and Hillen, and Gibbs, and Wilson, we gained nothing. Oh, because Earnhardt got biased and we were an extra lap down. If we had one more lap to run, we would have gained. We'd have been somewhere in. I mean, we still wouldn't have got the sponsor goal, but we'd have been somewhere in the low 30s instead of 39th. So that was really bad. It's so weird. So AI fuel range still not great for Michigan, even with the race length on 18%. Which is crazy to me. I've leveled up apparently. Cool. I don't save that, so that's probably why that doesn't really seem to iterate right for me. Okay. Next race is Bristol. This is probably going to be... Actually, hold on a second. I'll be right back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. We got one more, and then that'll be the stream tonight. So, to the garage we go. Everything's good. Nothing to change there. Our shop edition is going to be in after Bristol. Our standings did close in. Yeah, Earnhardt closed in. Gant closed in a bit. Martin's still the leader, but it's getting toit. Like a Toiger. Alright, let me roll some paints and apply.
Elusive a fool Phil Med.
Oh, spam.
BS viewers
Great.
on streambo.com.
BS viewers, that's what I heard.
At ZINCQLDZ.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, Bristol. We need. You want grip and wear, not just grip, but. I'm gonna go just grip. We're gonna risk it. I care about grip more than the wear. We're not worried about fuel efficiency, so the power can just be 55. We're not worried about drafting. We're worried about downforce, but not drafting, so that one's fine. And let me make sure I'm set up for Bristol. Qualifying. Lap times. Oh. Plowed into one. Felt better. 42nd. Oh my gosh. Did my qualifying times reset too? Maybe that file got reset as well, because we've been all over the place qualifying, which hasn't been the case all season. Maybe I'll check that after the stream. I'm not that worried about it now. And it's our last race anyway.
And we're ready to go racing under the lights. It's the Sharpie 500 brought to you by EA Sports. This place has been referred to as the world's fastest half-mile oval. Add 43 cars to that, and you've got a recipe for some exciting racing.
I think the old phrase Rubbin's Racing explains exactly what we're going to see in this one. Tight, fast racing with a lot of bumping and banging for position. Just what these NASCAR fans love to see.
Dave Marcis is towards
you said his name wrong.
And how frustrating must that be?
Marcis.
You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on
Come on,
race
MRN,
days
you guys have been here for
valuable
years.
points you need.
Those guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
The 7 car seems to be having some problems on the track with his competitors.
You know, a little contact now and then
You know,
is to be
you notice how it didn't
expected.
pop
The
up
track
any
gets crowded
rivals
real quickly
when you're
you put
saying about
43
that?
cars out
Thanks,
there.
game.
I wouldn't be too worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. Alright. Why was there like a car crash sound? Sorry, let's calculate and...
Looks good. Sounds okay.
Oh my god, is my dad actually third? Is that right? Yeah, my dad qualified third. Tim Richmond on the pole. Well, hot dang. He got a lucky roll on the cue, apparently. Had a good run. Okay, I don't know what the start was that we're checking up. Also have no idea if the Bristol AI difficulty is correct with what I have it set at or not. Oh. Okay, they're not like crazy fast, which is there's at least that. So we're gonna try to charge to the top 30. See if we can get up to our sponsor goal of 30th or better. Scott. Road course ringer in front of us. Oh god. Did not turn. Ooh. Okay, well, I got Scott back. I owed him one. We're even. Behind Purvis here. And Eddie Bierschwale. God, I swear the car's just not turning. Like, it, even from qualifying to now, it just does not seem like it's turning the same. Oh my gosh. It does not want to turn it. I'm sorry, Jeff. That was me. But it does not want to turn it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. That time it did. I mean, you guys saw it in qualifying. I was rolling. Yeah, I was sliding up the hill a little bit, but I was rolling the corner then, and it was fine. Tried to give him a bump and run. Didn't even affect him. Bierschwale's immune. Oh, okay. I was not trying to do that. Jeepers creepers. We're going to make so many enemies here. Also, the leader's almost already to us. We need to go. Come on, blocker. Oh, God. Turn, car. I don't understand why it's so inconsistent. And here's Tim Richmond already to put his lap down. I'm like hyper focused and it's barely making a difference. Well, I ran my best lap, so maybe it's making some difference. But I can't attack the corners passing somebody the same way I'm attacking them to run them down. Oh god, run. Oh god. Well, he jumped to my outside on corner entry after seeing me drive the way I've been driving. We're 3 wide. Yep, no, that's, tell him play nice. Dang it. I'm so bad. I know our car rating's a bit lower right now than it was, or than it was like all last stream, but we're on the cusp of getting things to upgrade a little more for the future, so it's fine. One step back, two forward. Yellow would be cool though. No, it's early already, but I would not be opposed to it. I mean, granted the leader could lap a few more people first. Fine too. 'Cause he's right behind the big pack, it looks like, on the map. Gosh. Sorry. I didn't realize you were slowing down because of Beerschwell up there, who I'm definitely faster than. I just don't know how to run side by side with a wheel, I guess, at Bristol on this game. At a good speed. All those asterisks. Oh, and if you can't pass him, how am I supposed to pass him? I'm just gonna make enemies of everybody. Oh, you're blocking me for Alan. Just focus forward. Get by him, and then I won't be a problem. Now I'm boxed in on the top. No! Jesus. Yet again, I don't remember the first Bristol race being this bad. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but it's a mess. Oh, now it drifted in. God, you guys are parking it because of Eddie now. Gosh. We got Mark Stahl up there holding up that whole group as well. There's such a huge discrepancy between the last few positions in speed. Mikey, you were not close enough to them to slow down early for that corner. Alright, we need our yellow now because the leader's not far behind us. Go by him. Jeez. Somebody pass Eddie. Chop to the bottom and then, oh, Petty had an issue. Gathered up though. Man, that could have been the yellow. Mikey, you guys are slowing down for Beerschwell, who's running the middle freaking lane, which I realize is part of the problem, but you all need to get aggressive. Now he's behind Stahl, which is going to just slow us down more. By Eddie. Stahl, give a lane if you're gonna be that slow. Holy cow, we got room to drive. Go ahead, Morgan. It took us a long time. Yellow, please, while the leader's still stuck back there. I say stuck. He's... Oh, okay. Eddie actually pulled in front of him. So, yeah, he's stuck back there for a bit. Nope, Eddie moved. Okay, never mind. Take it all back. Literally chopped him off at the bottom lane and then immediately went back to the top lane. Please, yellow. Please. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna lose another lap immediately. Somebody apparently had a moment and there's still no yellow. I'm having moments. Hey, Scott's for a spot, is he not? Wow, that whole thing rhymed more than I meant. Oh, wait, no, Scott's not for a spot. We're lapping him. Hot dang. Road course ringer, not fast at Bristol. Got it. Alright, well, on the bright side, I see Stanley Smith up there. So we are catching our sponsor goal for position now that we have room to roam and we don't have Bierschwell holding us up. And I think I've gotten used to, at least when I have room to drive into the corner, I've gotten used to the car enough to run decent laps. But we're nearing pit stops now. Oh, the leader pits. That's good for me. Davey's the new leader, so yellow right this second would be great, but a lap later could be bad. Not if we hold him off, though. I say he's thinking about going apron. Yellow. Nope, he's gonna get by us. Okay. I'm back to 2 down. Oh, Ernie, I'm sorry. Ernie, you're up front, aren't you? No, you're not. You're lapped. Okay. Jeez. I'm not trying to be in Ernie's way, but he's insisting on going to the top side. Which is not a great decision. Now there's a yellow. No! We're still 2 down, but so are other people. Shoot. Probably the pit exit thing, but we'll see here. I'll lift before the line so it actually shows us. Yeah, pit exit thing. Kenny Schrader. Oh, this game. That's one thing I didn't really try to figure out how to fix, but I don't know that I could without, I don't know, without changing how easily yellows are thrown. I'd have to fix whatever threshold of angle they calculate for yellows here. Alright, we'll do everything. So, we knew Davey was leading during that cycle. Oh, Tim Richmond had pit, that's right. He was the leader. So now he's lapped. As long as we don't get lapped by people for position behind us, we should be no worse than 37th now. Wow, Jimmy Spencer's pick for doing work there, 17th to 10th. Thanks for restarting me in complete, like 2 gears wrong game, thank you. I'm going to restart in 2nd, not 4th. Okay, well we closed the gap anyway because of the early pack checkups. Alright, so for quite a ways everybody's for position because I think that the lap down cars are in order of, like, running order. So all the 2 lap down guys should be by the 2 lap down cars. At least I think that's how this game does it. Hirschwell, did you not pit? Or did you just have a better pit stop than me? also, we should be good on our sponsor goal as long as we don't wreck or anything. Or one of the Stanley Smith goal anyway, because he pit under that green. Wait, that had to be an actual yellow, because there wasn't the pit exit glitch was the last yellow, so that couldn't have been debris. Yeah, no, there was... We're gonna find out. Oh, it was Stanley Smith and Mark Stahl. I literally was talking about Stan Smith and I caused him a crash. Apparently. Alright. Well, no need to pit. Oh, there's live point standings. Has Harry Gant in the lead. Why? Because Mark Martin probably pit under green. Okay, I remembered to shift in the correct gear this time immediately because the game put me in fourth. Okay. Oh, sorry, Greg. Alright, now at the current second, we have all three of our sponsor goals somehow out of this race. Hot dang. Boy, that yellow really worked in our favor. I wasn't banking on the glitch one because I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was hoping for a regular wreck one like we just had with Stanley Smith and Mark Stahl. Man, if we were one lap down instead of two, though, that would have been insanely huge for us, position-wise. We'd have been really guaranteed some good stuff. And Cope is struggling. Actually, Kyle Petty's also struggling back here, where he's just stuck behind Dick Trickle. Trickle in front of the mellow yellow car, not in the mellow yellow car. Which actually, to be fair, the mellow yellow car was Rowdy Burns' ride, which I think a lot of people forget when they think back to that. Like, Cole Trickle drove it for Daytona, but it was Rowdy Burns asked him to drive it when he was saying that he has a new sponsor and they want to see the car on the track and I want somebody good in that car, so that's why he asked Cole to drive it. So that mellow yellow sponsorship was entirely Rowdy Burns' future sponsor that Cole was just filling the gap for until Rowdy healed up.
Still there. We're falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy. Clear.
That was for position. Shoot, Neil Bonnet was. Oh god, Neil Bonnet was for position, and so was Bill Elliott. Hot dang. Wait, who else is behind us for position? Okay, I don't see any names for a while that I'm worried about. Kyle Petty ahead of us is for position apparently too. You guys can tell that easier than me. I have to look away from the track. Cope, you were not going that fast, and I mean I'm not going much faster, but there's a decent amount of laps left, so I don't want to be behind you all day. There we go. Maybe. Let's make it not murder him here. There we go. Maybe a Bill back from Trickle, maybe, or maybe not. That's Trickle behind us. Oop, nudged him. Just drifting her in. It's fine. Oh. That was my smoke from last lap, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we still got 20 to go. Petty and Shepard are for position, but they're only. Oh gosh, I'm only catching them because they're stuck in traffic here a little bit. That's part of. I mean, we were stuck in traffic for a while too. At the beginning of the race, when I was stuck behind Eddie forever, couldn't make a clean pass on him for my life. Whoa, you guys parked it there. But it's part of it for AI and the player. This track, why are they parking the entry so early? Like, they're braking on the straightaway here. Log jam up ahead, it looks like, too. The whole pack. Is that... Oh, Ricky Rudd blew up! Davey Allison... No, Earnhardt. Oh, God. Allison took the lead. Earnhardt took the lead. They're swapping it up there. And Rudd was up front, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he pit. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he was near where Tim Richmond was. Man, they're parking this pack. Road course ringers holding everybody up. Oh gosh. Try not to make any more enemies today. Get mad. Kyle got by us. Again, back by us. Oh my god. Yeah, the fact that cars tend to end up picking the middle, just straddling the top and bottom lanes. See, now the bottom opened and look, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, almost 3 cars in a straightaway getting by him. Now 4 by him in a lap. 5. It's that subtle difference in the AI picking the middle lane versus the top lane that makes a huge difference in how traffic gets bottled up. Now he's back to the middle, just blocking both lanes. So, oh, Petty got loose. Actually, I don't even think that was the tool. I think that was just a natural in-game AI mistake, which you don't see much of on Legend. Oh, I just realized this didn't dawn on me till now. With the live tool options, you could technically set the AI in the game to rookie and then use the live tool to make the AI fast anyway. Basically Legend difficulty speed, but with the rookie mistakes. Shoot, I should post about that in the Discord to let people know that that's probably a thing. That's interesting. I didn't think about that before. Oh gosh. Surprised we didn't get lapped again during that run. And they're still battling for position up front. And that big old pack that's all bottled up now. Honestly pretty happy with how this race is going, as far as our position and everything. I mean, it was due to lap traffic and yellows going our favor, but mostly, but I don't know. I thought we were gonna be really struggling to just even get a sniff of 30th, let alone be comfortably where we are. Alright, one more lap. Well, Davey Allison wins.
The drivers didn't spend much time behind that Pontiac pace car today.
Well, that was good news to the guys who ran out front. More cautions would have just meant more restarts, which is more chances for you to lose positions.
The 7 car has
Oh
begun
yeah, I
a new
made
rivalry
Rudd
on the
mad.
racetrack.
You don't
forgot.
make it into cup racing without being competitive.
And then he blew up.
Sometimes those instincts get a little out of hand. It should be fun to see what happens
Maybe he
next.
blew up from the damage I gave him.
Winston Cup Racing brought to you
Whoops.
by EA Sports.
I know that's not how it
We'll
works in
see
this
you
game,
next
but
week at the
still.
Darlington Raceway.
Ooh, Darlington's next. Well, that is Bristol. Made some people mad. Wouldn't be Bristol without it. Alright, so Davey Allison wins, leading 27 laps. Earnhardt ends up second. Richmond ends up first car 1 lap down, 6th, because of that yellow that so many people got lapped there. Yeah, look at Harry Gant, Darrell Waltrip, Sterling Marlin, top 5. Mikey got a top 10. Joe Ruttman with a top 10. Brett Bodine in the top 10. Shoot, all good. Moroso 11th, my dad 13th, Musgrave 14th. Look at this running order. It got so out of whack. Bobby Helen, Cope, Triple, they're all up there. Then Ernie Irvin and Martin back here. Kyle Petty and Rusty, we knew about them. You know, Bonnet, Bodine. I mean, we finished ahead of Bill Elliott and Alan Kowicki. Well, Alan was another lap down, but Bill we actually battled with, so that's kind of crazy. So we lucked out quite a bit in this one. Rudd was the only motor that blew. Wow. Oops, wrong button. So let's do our saves here. So 4 and 5. Let's look at the standings and then we'll call it a day. Well, Harry Gant is now the points leader in 1991. Hot dang. He's got 21-point lead over Earnhardt. Earnhardt is flying up the standings the past 2 streams. He was, I think he, literally beginning of last stream, I think he was 180 points or 200 points behind Tim Richmond. He's now 40 ahead of Tim Richmond and up to second in points. He was like 6th or 7th. So the points battle is interesting for sure. Mark Martin, 24 back from Gant. Tim Richmond not out of it yet by any means, even despite, I mean, he rebounded from getting lapped at Bristol to finish 6th. I mean, that's just how many cars were lapped. He was able to fight back. And then Davey Allison is 5th, and then there's a big jump from 5th to 6th, which is Kenny Schrader. I didn't know Kenny's there. Ernie Irvin unfortunately he was top 5 in points at Michigan, I think is when the MRN reported that. So he had some bad, dang, he lost a lot of points. Sterling Marlin is 8th, Ricky Rudd back to 9th, and Darrell Waltrip is our top 10 for our standings. So that's gonna do it for this stream. I will see you guys next Saturday for more of this. Maybe or maybe not. One night this week I might do some NASCAR 25. We'll see. But either way, I also should do a tool update sometime this week, which is just bug fixes. So I'll get to that when I can, hopefully.